Everyone, I'm very happy to have you here. I would like to share our morphing thinking about the global financial and investment trends in 2022. Definitely, last year 2021 was a tough year for many conscientious investors. The epidemic, the political and economic conflicts among large countries in the East and the West, together with the unstoppable resurrection of populism, major financial markets struggled to keep upward momentum. The new rising of digital assets were also enjoyed great developments that attracted lots of followings, especially among the younger investors. The large cap stocks in US still will have the upper hand, yet we see selective thematic sectors will undergone severe consolidations starting from the last quarter of 2021. The withdrawal of excessive liquidity is hurting the pricing of bonds and other fixed income instruments. It will become more obvious in the year of 2022. Of course, China high growth names will throw out the windows, and these phenomena make global investors rethink about the Asia and emerging market fixed income and equity strategies. Morphing IE provides continuous educational videos for conscientious investors, reminding them what need to prepare for their bumpy investment journey going forward. It is very important to understand why investment fails, and so we can learn from the mistakes and set the winning path going forward. We will cover 6 topics for further discussion. Why most Asia and growth buy investors suffer in 2021? Investors are mostly stunned and show shock to the China policies and semi-ignoring the economic risk of liquidity withdrawal. They make their investment assumptions and forecasts totally wrong, and they have missed the best time to execute risk-containing strategies to de-risk the investment portfolio so to avoid irreversible damages to both the fixed income and equity assets. So we will see markets in 2021 that benefit from the outflow of China and Hong Kong was US, Europe, India and Taiwan equity markets. So will it repeat this year? We see liquidity withdrawal will continue to hurt financial markets. As in this chart you see, they already have sharp corrections on fintech, AI, new economy, ETF, cryptocurrencies and meta-related stocks. We have 6 readings for the stock market in Q1 2022. Polarization of performance on selected sectors and stock within a stock market will be there. Major stock market may experience downsides around 20% plus in the worst case scenario and return plus or minus 10% in the base case scenario. Now we see the best timing for investing in certain stock and sectors. Yes, also it is the worst time to invest in certain sectors and stocks. Global thematic sectors will consolidate sharply before appreciations, and we see it apply to all major stock markets. We should invest according to our own risk tolerance and absolute loss absorption capabilities, as the returns for coming quarters will either be a base case scenario or upgrade scenario. We should prepare the one's favorite sector will suffer both in relative and absolute terms. New business model will replace the old models in unprecedented speed, yet old business model will rebound before sinking again, and the new model will mostly undergo self-rectification and consolidation will gain popularity again. Need to do your own due diligence before investing, not just follow the investment advices from licensed investment advisors. Close monitoring of position are very important as high market volatilities are expected. Topic 4. Questions to investors. The common question is, what should I do now on my asset? Prepare a writing paper. Write down your own answers to the questions posted in the next slide, slide 8. And then compare notes with the reflection points on slide 9. And then we will see some recommended strategy and tactics on slide 10, so that you can see yourself how much you can master the situation and these solutions. And we will go for more details in the coming video chapter. The normal questions: do I need to lower my risk exposure? Do I need to sell now? How much I need to sell? And what's the timing for the selling? Do I need to stay cash for a longer time? What is the best time for me to deploy the cash? And what sector will be a good sector to switch into when I switch out of something? And do I need to execute profit retention tactics? It means I have to lock in some profit on gaining stock and offset the losses inside. So you will also ask yourself, do I need to buy index fund to hedge the upside? And I know a lot of you semi-lost confidence in stock selection, and some of you even lost sleep in the investment that you have made. And nobody knows what will happen to the stock market in coming quarters. Nevertheless, there are some solutions. You need to think about whether you have the trading skills you needed. What you do when a stock you own corrected 15%. Do you have a stop loss or profit lock-in rationale? Do you know the social political impacts, like in China? Can you predict global smart money flow and what is the impact to your existing investment? Do you know what is working in the economy when the liquidity withdrawal is happening? And what's the impact of a higher borrowing cost for the financial traders? And what we see, you should have a stop loss and lock-in profit mechanism established. You should have some detail like what is criteria for lock-in and stop loss, and under what circumstances you will get back into the market, or under what circumstances you will switch to other sector for growth, or stay in cash, or simply do nothing but just do some hedging. You should ask yourself how much you understand the ideology impact, for example in China, the real financial markets. Similar strategy like staying cash, switching, hedging should also be think about. And can you find the fact that global fund flows is happening? And what is the rationale and what are the tactics this global investor applying? And how the withdrawal liquidity will affect financial traders' risk appetite. And again, if you have exposure in this liquidity sensitive sector, do you have the right strategy to react to the situations? how morphing can help you. You should be kind to yourself. You can see building a solid investment plan. It needs time, energy, patience, skills, etc. There's no easy solution. And lifelong learning is a very important thing that you can do with us, Morphing Innovative Education. We have a drill investment philosophy and methodology. We will talk more about in the coming videos. After you can learn the essence of this investment philosophy and methodology, you can derive the worst case scenario for Bitcoin, for any Hong Kong blue chips in a very critical time. It is very useful for you to assess to your risk profile. And we see good investor should be able to enjoy comfortable livings and healthy, peaceful retirement. You need to reassess your total asset together with your liabilities. We call it asset liability matching or ALM. Morphing recommend a risk tolerance driven optimization process for individual. Through this process, you can arrive at your optimized asset allocation. We always emphasize the importance of worst case scenario planning, and we see this technique can always apply to all asset class, always to share price forecasting. Also wait and see, we will have more video chapter on this topic. As we emphasize, lifelong learning is very important. Global investment and financial world are rapidly evolving due to drastic change in global politics, climate, pandemic, internet technology, everything. All investors need to alert and monitor closely what happened now and assess what next will impact to their existing wealth profile and prospect. Is ever most important for all individual investors committed to continuous learning. Morphing proposes a personal aggregate wealth concept. After understood and put into practice, it will enable you to optimize your asset liability, ensure a build-up of your own pool so that everyone can enjoy healthier and happier daily living with a great peace of mind. Thank you for watching and for your patience. Looking forward to have a mutual learning journey with you in the coming quarters. Thank you a lot.